information to you so you can get it out to the folks in this area and protect their lives and property.
So we were started in 2008, and at that time we were named the Eastern Iowa Storm Chasers. And in 2010, he came up with the idea, why not cover the whole entire state of Iowa instead of just Eastern Iowa? And so that's when he decided to rename ourselves to the Iowa Storm Chasing Network. Dan and Brendan built our tornado tank, which I will show you here in a little bit. They're in the middle. Isaac's one of our photographers, and Nate helps you with the online digital media, putting out those forecasts. Right here in Des Moines, we work only with KCCI, and on the national level, we work with the Weather Channel, CNN, Fox News, all those. So they did a commercial on us just this past summer.
It's directly north of us, probably a mile long moving from the city. Please pray for these people.
The National Weather Service in Albany has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Floyd County.
I've always loved storms. Meteorology is one of those last unmastered sciences that people haven't quite figured out yet. Being a storm chaser gives you a front row seat to the most amazing weather on Earth.
We got done filming a documentary last summer with Red Bull, which will be coming out May 20th, which is a screen capture from the TV show that will be coming out here online. So right now it's not. The big thing we do is we focus on social media, getting the word out, letting you know what's coming your way, and it's interesting. But the first tweet sent out, as you see, had one retweet, one favorite. It was just a typical tornado. No one was really interested. As soon as we hit the airwaves on CNN and the Weather Channel, it became very popular, especially when we were streaming a live wedge tornado on the ground. All of a sudden, we went to 42 retweets and 14 favorites, and then just kept getting more retweets and more retweets. So it would be. We use quite a bit of forecasting when we're out there storm chasing, and there's a lot of areas to study for forecasting. A lot of people think it's just broadcast meteorology and that's it. No, there's a lot of different areas. You have men and women at the National Weather Service. Those are operational forecasters. Then you have the research meteorologists, which continue to help advance high wind factors. Now, what does it take to be a meteorologist? You have a lot of math and physics. Now, how do we forecast? We use computer models, which plug in all this data, and they spit data back out at us. But the problem is if you put in wrong data, it spits out wrong data back. Now, clouds form because of all these different water droplets. We have rising motion because of these updrafts. And these updrafts lead to these towering cumulonimbus clouds. And those are the clouds we like to see. These clouds, the cumulus clouds, I like to call Toy Story clouds. I mean, the movie Toy Story, you see the white fluffy clouds, right? Those are called Toy Story clouds in my book. And so those are just fair weather. Cumulus, it just means it's a fair weather day. But as soon as the cloud gets taller than it is wider, and that's the rule of thumb, if it's taller and wider, that's when we start to have issues. Three main ingredients: you have to have lift, unstable atmosphere, and moisture. If you don't have enough moisture, then you won't get a thunderstorm. We look at this product called CAPE, which stands for Convective Available Potential Energy. It's measured in joules per kilogram. And so we look at that, and about 2,000 joules per kilogram of CAPE is what we want for severe thunderstorms. On Pilger, we had about almost 5,000. So that just shows you not real time, it's sped up about 2 times as quick. And as you can see, this thunderstorm is really ramping up. Eventually, all platforms down there, that begins to tighten up. But due to the lack of low-level moisture, and it eventually begins to dissipate. And as they begin to collapse in on itself, it created a ground burst and created this outflow of air, which just kicked up the dust, which you see right there. Rub those back and forth to start to get this spinning effect. And then you have this updraft that forces the thunderstorm upright, as we saw in the towering cumulonimbus cloud. And once you get the forcing upward, then if you imagine the spinning and forcing back, you start to get the tornado too. In the front seats, though, we have this laptop that's mounted in there. It's called a Tough Book. It literally is tough. And then we have all these tablets. Ben has a ham radio. He's a ham radio operated license. He is able to communicate with local law enforcement in the area, other storm chasers, and even the National Weather Service. And our car is hotspot enabled. We have unlimited data, so.
We have Storm Chaser Ben McMillan on the phone. He's driving this vehicle that we're seeing right now. Ben, tell us what's going on from your vantage point.
Hi, Wolf. We're just northwest of Pilger, Nebraska, and State Road 270.
We were taking these warnings. Now, if you were in the front seat of our car, this is something that you could see. That's our car. You see the one main tornado, which was the original one that developed near the town of Stanton, Nebraska. That's the biggest one on the screen right now. The second one's developing to the left of the road. As you see, the ground colors starting to come up.
East of the town of Pilger. So we had 2 strong tornadoes.
3 years ago, it was just a Ford van. Today, it's a 10,000-pound storm-chasing machine named Dorothy.
It's sort of like riding an RV.
To safely drive much closer. Two products of DMAC's Automotive Collision Technology program spent a year and a half building Dorothy as a project. Hydraulic panels that lower to the ground to hopefully prevent wind from lifting the vehicle. I plan on taking Dorothy on the road to surrounding states in the coming months, an opportunity to hopefully get...
One cool tidbit about me, just last year I did a TV show for Discovery Channel.